seems to be overpriced, but in reality is 100 worth it? Story 1. A quality sofa. One from What a Room. Custom sofas, room board, Our House, or Flex Steel. Don't go for the junk from Joybird, Ashley, Burrow, West Elm, etc. Story 2. An Uber home instead of a DUI. Whether it's court costs, the more than monetary costs of an accident, and the issue of having a suspended license. It's not worth it, don't drink and drive. Edit. My most upvoted comment is about not drinking and driving. I'm happy about that. Story 3. My job involves walking a lot, and I cannot emphasize how less whiny I am if my feet aren't hurting. Edit. Thanks for the validation. Now I'll continue advocating for great shoes at the workplace with more conviction than ever. Also, sorry for the confusion with im and I am. We have all managed to agree that im and I am can be used interchangeably, but isn't grammatically pleasing to those who understand what clitic is. Cheers. Story 4. Expensive butter. This can be from a local farm or Kerrygold for a product available all over. Great butter is soft and spreadable straight out of the fridge. It turns toast into a luxury food. Story 5. I'm usually a cheapskate, but experience has taught me that some things are worth spending money on. For example, 1. Car wash vacuum cleaners. So worth it to spend $1.50 or whatever to use one, rather than trying to use your own vacuum cleaner. And they get your car cleaner much faster than dragging out your home vacuum to try to clean your car with. 2. Electronics. Buy them new from brand name shops. It isn't worth hassling to save 10 somewhere and getting something that doesn't work or doesn't have a reasonable return policy. 3. Household help. If you can afford it, get someone to come in and clean your house on a regular basis, so it stays always clean, without you having to do anything. 4. Education. Now, this is a big one and far more could be written about it. Obviously, not all education expense is worthwhile, so I'm not necessarily referring to a college degree or whatnot, but educating yourself, or especially educating kids if you have them, can return dividends throughout their life. Story 6. Pots and pans. Cheap ones flake, scratch, warp, scorch, or just simply don't transfer heat evenly. A good set, especially skillets, will help prevent all kinds of cooking disasters. Doesn't have to be top of the line. Just avoid bargain basement junk. Edit. Cast iron is great and cheap, but we're an everything goes in the dishwasher household, so that's the main reason we don't do cast iron. Edit. 2. To answer the most common question, mine are Calphalon hard anodized non-stick aluminum. They are dishwasher safe and oven safe to 450F232C. Story 7. Good tires. There is no aspect of safety or performance not affected by available tire grip. I laugh so hard when I see 100K performance cars with garbage tires. Story 8. Or a roadside assistance. If you ever lock your keys in your car or need a tow, it pays for itself in 1 or 2 uses alone. I've had a few older cars that had some problems, and breaking down is never fun, so I was always glad I had it just in case. Story 9. A good, high-quality pair of work boots. I hate to tell people how much I paid for mine, but they're absolutely worth it. I wear West Coast Jobmaster boots, and it hurts every time I buy new ones, but I won't be stopping. Story 10. A Philips Sonicare ultrasound toothbrush. Paid $130 for it. But my teeth never felt better. They are white, they are clean, and my dentist visits always take 5 mins because my dental health is flawless. Story 11. Canned San Marzano tomatoes. The cheap alternatives use a different varietal of Roma tomato that doesn't taste nearly as good. It's pretty easy to recognize the difference when directly compared. See this video for a good example. Lots of other specialty food items fit the bill as well. Story 12. So many comments and I've only seen on mention a dog. Having a dog is so worth it. The food, the vet visits, the clothing and toys, it's all worth it for the ones that unconditionally love you. I love my dog so much. Story 13. At 60, I had full dental implants. Really expensive, but 10 years later, I could safely say it was the best investment I ever made in my life. That are so strong. Even the toughest steak, no problem. Story 14. Handmade goods. A lot of people won't buy, say, an handmade quilt because they're so expensive, but when you think about all the time and effort that goes into making one, it really is worth the cost. Story 15. Car wash membership. For $30 a month, I can roll up anytime I want and get my car washed, vacuumed out, and wiped down the interior in probably 20 minutes total. Your car always looks clear, always feels clean, and having that is a luxury IMO, all for $30 a month. Story 16. Good tweezers. Dollar store tweezers work for a few weeks, maybe months. More expensive ones can last for years. They're really not that much more expensive either. The mid-tier Revlon tweezers are about as cheap as Ilgo, but I've definitely gotten nicer ones as well. Story 17. Good audio equipment headphones. I'm not talking about Bose or anything at Best Buy or Walmart. Check out a small boutique audio store and open your ears and mind. With headphones, you'd be surprised how much performance you can get for 100 to 200 bucks. Story 18. Childcare costs. It may seem astronomical to be paying €1,200 a month, but broken down to an hourly rate, it's actually not a lot for what you're getting. A long time ago now, but when my kids were in full-time childcare, it was $1,800 monthly for the two of them. It was a real struggle as it was bigger than our mortgage payment, but they were looked after by professionals, were fed fab meals and snacks, and did loads of activities every day, also had an outdoor playground that could be partially covered when the weather was bad. Story 19. If you're in the UK, water softener. I thought it was a load of when my husband insisted, but actually, it's made my hair softer. There's less limescale, and you use less of a product like shampoo when washing. Story 20. Family photography. $300, $1,000. Depending on location, photographer, and number of people, but those photos last a lifetime. Two cousins passed away in a car accident BC of icy roads. Collision with a bus. They were brothers, 25 and 30. What we would have given to have captured more photos, videos, and moments with them. Most of what we had were Snapchat memories. Still thankful for those. Story 21. Rooms on Amtrak. A cross-country trip in a room was one of the most relaxing vacations I've ever taken, and you end up in a new PLCE to vacation at the end of it all. Story 22. Items you will only use at work. It depends what your job is, but software subscriptions, good boots, nice screwdriver, better keyboard. Whatever your job is, you should be spending some money on your workspace to make your job more efficient and enjoyable. Story 23. A vacuum. I've had the same vacuum for years and recently bought a Dyson vacuum on sale. It was still pricey but significantly less than a new model. It makes vacuuming fun. Story 24. I finally bought a pair of Hokas. I don't care how goofy they look like. They are life-changing. My feet never felt better after I started wearing them regularly. Story 25. Dyson Airwrap. This one little tool has given me back years in time saved and money on products no longer needed. No, I don't have anything to do with sales for Dyson. Story 26. Hiring an organizational specialist to clean a garage. Seriously spent 4 years trying to tidy the garage. It has a second story for storage, and it was full. And they did it in 5 days and about $2K. Best thing was how happy it made my wife. Story 27. KitchenAid. They are too expensive, but they are also worth it. We only have a few attachments: cheese grater, meat grinder, food processor, and we use it nearly every day. We save money by grating our own cheese and grinding our own meat. I am grateful to have it. Story 28. A decent relaxing vacation. Doesn't even have to be too far away. Just renting a cabin in the woods for 3 nights can do wonders for your peace of mind if you don't live alone. Story 29. Expensive mattress. Quality meats proteins. Ergonomic shoes. I have back issues and I own an $1,800 mattress for past 3 years. I will never buy a regular mattress again. I don't shop at regular stores for meats. Order online. Pressure, but quality is much better. And shoes, I buy Asics and Brooks. For my size 14, they run about $110 to $120 a pair, but always worth it. Story 30. My custom-made insoles for my shoes. I have flat feet, and these things have made waking so much more pleasurable and has seriously reduced strain in my knees, hips, and back as well. Story 31. Good shoes. Especially sneakers, they make all the difference on your feet, legs, and back. And usually that's noticeable after walking around a lot in a day. Good mattress makes all the difference sleeping, and your back will thank you the next day. Good computer chair. Again, a lot of difference for your back. Good shampoos, mostly for people with longer hair. I started buying hair salon shampoos, and I have way less hair loss, less knots, and way healthier hair head in general. Good medical care. I don't think I need to explain much about this one. Story 32. Quality warm winter coat. I spent 3x what I normally do on my current one, but I have had it 12 years now, and it is still amazing. The old ones wore out in a couple years and were never warm enough. I live in northern Canada and have Raynaud's syndrome. Lucky me. Story 33. High-quality skincare. I'm 37. I worked in the beauty and skincare industry for years, so aside from being a big skincare consumer, I'm knowledgeable on it from the innovation and manufacturing sides of it. Surprise. Surprise, it's chemistry. It's all chemistry. All skincare is nothing more than chemistry that exists to affect the chemistry and texture of your skin, and it happens to work. I am forever met with, wow, your skin looks great. What do you do it followed by a wrinkling of the nose when I say diligent skincare since my 20s and list the things I've used to achieve nice skin? Who knew? Taking care of your skin works? Wear SPF daily. Yes, daily. Not just when you go out in the sun in the summer. Avoid tanning. Find an acid that works for you. Mine happens to be lactic. Get a tretinoin RX. Story 34. I'm slowly replacing all of my socks with darn tough socks. They're about 15 or more a pair, but they're a delight to wear and have a true lifetime warranty. The warranty is the old school. No bullshit. Send in your socks. Get new ones sent back to you. No questions asked. Warranty. And it even covers them stretching. Story 35. Good pillows and bamboo sheets. I spent over 20 years of my life on the cheapest sheets and pillows. Then one tax return, I decided to splurge on a 140 pillow. Then I bought another two for my parents on Christmas, who were still non-believers. Decided it was an amazing purchase and spent another 100 or so on a single set of bamboo sheets. I tried some even more expensive cotton sheets after and re-gifted because it didn't even compare. Then I bought Purple's top-line pillow and my mind was blown again. Story 36. Mattress, shoes, back pillows, and anything that got to do with spine health. You spend most of your time sitting, standing, or lying down. Yes? These are the instruments you need for good spine health. Don't skimp on these. Story 37. A relatively fast laptop. Really, they're nothing more annoying than be stuck in some dump of a hotel room with a slow and laggy laptop. Pay the extra $300-400 for a faster processor. Worth every cent. Oh, and don't be afraid to buy one quality piece of exercise equipment for your home. There are plenty of times where a trip to the gym is not possible, but you still have time for a 30-minute workout. Story 38. A good water filter. I looked into our water quality several years ago and was horrified by the report, but was equally horrified by the price of a good filtration system. I finally bit the bullet and spent $400 on a Berkey countertop filter. And not only has it proved to be exceptionally useful and saved me a lot of money on cheaper short-term solutions, it cleared up my dog's kidney issues. If you live somewhere with great water, read your local water reports. You may not need it, but most people would be surprised what they're regularly ingesting from their tap. And especially if you cook at home, all of it really adds up over time. Story 39. A cleaning service. We get our house cleaned about once a month, give or take. And the amount of stress that has been removed from our house is so much. We still have to maintain the house and keep it from getting ungodly messy. But not having to take a day to clean each month is so freeing. It also helps eliminate clutter that can build up because we're constantly clearing stuff out right before cleaners come to make stuff like cleaning the counters easier. Story 40. Vet medicine. People think it's so expensive to drop a few grand on your pet for surgery or whatever other random emergency care they need. If that pet was a human, you'd be in way deeper if you were paying out of pocket. Basically, vet medicine has whittled down the cost to what human healthcare should cost. It just feels like a lot to you because it's all out of pocket instead of covered by insurance. Last Christmas, my dog spent 2 days in the pet hospital, and all in, we spent about 3 grand on him for what was essentially kidney failure. Tell me what human has a 2-night hospital stay and gets out only paying 3 grand even with insurance. The US healthcare system is a joke. Story 41. Probably unpopular opinion here, but smartphones. Even the most expensive ones are a really good deal when you consider the number of hours you spend on it. Even the most expensive phones being used for the least amount of time, x 1 year, is a good deal when you consider the hours to dollar ratio. Not many other things provide so much use per dollar spent.